Hello and welcome back to another guide video in Brotato. Today we're playing the Ogre, and you can see here we have very slow attack speed, but we do start with plus 10 melee damage, and we are only allowed to use melee weapons. We can't use ranged weapons. And then we also do have decreased move speed, so it's a little bit of a rough start for us. But if well, we have a very special part to our passive. I'm going to take more melee damage here, by the way. We have a very special part of our passive, which is that every time we hit an enemy for double their max health, they explode. So it's very good if we can basically hit really hard, right? Pretty simply put, we want to hit really hard, which is why we are using the rock. The rock does have the heavy and blunt classes, so you get a ton of damage percent for using these. And it also just has really high base damage. It has 100% melee damage scaling, so it's very easy to scale up the damage on this and then make enemies explode. Yeah, pretty simple, right? We are going to want to get a ton of damage percent, upgrade the weapons, and then also, wait a second, and then also get a lot of crit chance. So those are going to be pretty important. We're definitely going to want to roll for them. I'll take melee damage here for now. Then I do want to roll for more rocks. Okay, rock. No rock. Okay, I'm not rolling again. It's too expensive at this point. It happens sometimes, right? You roll as much as possible in shops 1 and 2. You still only get a few weapons. It's pretty unlikely. If you do exactly what I just did, more often than not, you'll have 5 rocks at this point, and you will also have... Oh, look at the explosions happening already. Perfect. So when we hit the little ones, the krill, you can see the explosion happening. So yeah, this character definitely is going to shine in situations where we can clump up a lot of small enemies, or a lot of enemies together. It should be pretty good. More damage percent is huge, crit chance is huge. Dangerous Bunny is also huge, we'll take that. Get a free reroll here. And I'll just go ahead and buy this, it's shop 3. I tend to lock my items until shop 3, and then that's when I buy them. And then in shop 4 and 5, you want to go back to rolling again. You can pick up some items for sure, like we just did. Oh, let's be careful. Let's get this lamprey out the way. Nice, look at the explosion damage, it's actually huge. And we don't want to take attack speed, right? Attack speed is the one stat we don't necessarily want, because it makes it so our passive explosion does more damage if we have less attack speed. That doesn't actually mean you have to play with no attack speed, but in our case we're going to. Okay, let's start rolling now. Rock. Melee damage, but it's too expensive in my opinion. The whistle is not bad, I will take that. And neither is the bag. Propeller hat could be okay, but I'm going to skip it here. We're not really going for luck in this run. As nice as luck is as a stat, I think it's better to pretty much fully devote our economy and level ups to getting more damage if possible. Because we really do want to max out that crit chance, so we can hit as hard as possible by the end of the run. Look at the chain explosions happening as well. It's so good. So yeah, we don't want to take any attack speed, really. It's interesting, the Ogre is very different from the Buccaneer, but we do both have incredibly low attack speed, so I guess that's a similarity between this video and the last one. This character seems okay. Not necessarily like the most interesting character either, in my opinion, but seems like it could be fun to play. Melee damage, crit chance, and more crit chance. Huge. We're going to want all of those damage stats. And we also have a ton of max health, by the way, I didn't mention that, but we are using a primitive weapon, so we get bonus 15 max HP. We're having 6 of them. We only have 5 right now, so we're missing out on some of that bonus. And then we also get other stats from using the rock here. Rock is a somewhat underrated weapon in my opinion. I think it's like the best weapon for maybe 2 characters in the game. It might be the best for the Ogre. I personally think it probably is. Definitely the most consistent for a 20-wave run. Just because you get a ton of tank stats, and you also get to get even more damage. Wait, let's be careful. We're almost through. There you go. Okay, we've taken no healing, that's why we're taking a lot of damage. I don't want to take more yet, though. But you can see, right, you get primitive and also blunt. So you get 21 max HP for having 6 of these, just because of the weapon class. And then you also get plus 3 armor, which is pretty huge. We'll take both of these. I think this should be okay. The broken mouth is always a pretty good item. Or melee damage we'll take as well. So yeah, it would be nice to get more weapon upgrades, but I mean, we just got a little bit unlucky in shops 1 and 2. Otherwise we could have way more than this. We could Like, I could easily see us having 4 tier 2 weapons at this point. It's a little bit RNG, so I'm not too worried about it. The second we upgrade our weapons to tier 3, that will be good enough already. We don't expect to get all of them to tier 4 this run. Look at this massive amount of money we're dropping here. Wait, I'm too slow, please! Please! Thank you. Okay, there we go. We managed to get 2 loot crates, that's good, because we did take a bag earlier. The chain explosions are so strong. Oh, there's another one. Wait. Nice, we got it. Okay, huge. We managed to get all the loot crates there. Ton of money. Alright. No. Melee damage, yes. Melee damage, yes. I'll take this harvesting and crit chance. Since we just lost some harvesting, that'll put us back in the positive. Barnacle is good. Metal detector is also questionably good. I do think it is just good, though. We'll take it. Saltwater I'll also take, because it's melee damage and move speed. We could definitely use some move speed right now. We're very slow. So I think on one of my next level ups, I will be taking move speed. It's very likely. Yeah, just look how slow we are. This is like the one negative part of this, of using this weapon. You saw how low we got there. The Viperfish kind of counters you when you're extremely slow. Just any character, not this character in specific. Because the Viperfish speeds up and just kind of runs at you, like in as straight of a line as possible, pretty much. So, yeah. Let's be a little careful. Look at these explosions, they are going crazy. So yeah, we're only making the small enemies explode because we don't deal enough damage quite yet. But that's not a bad thing, I mean, that's pretty normal. Dealing twice an enemy's max health as damage is pretty difficult. More crit is good. Armor could be good, but I really want to take some tanky stats. I think it is just going to be armor. Armor's probably the best. Okay, metal detector, saltwater, and I do want some move speed like I said. This is going to be nice though. I'm not really interested in the blood leech. We could take it for the lifesteal, but lifesteal is not amazing on us. I mean, it is pretty good. It's going to be the best stat. Cute monkey is going to be even better though. And I will take a terrified onion. You guys know me, I tend to avoid taking the terrified onion, but in a run like this where you really just want to win 20 waves, you don't necessarily need luck to win. It can be nice, but it's not necessary. So it's like if you get offered it in the form of a loot crate somehow, you get a random luck item, it can be good to take. Or if you get like a shady potion or something, you know, some item that just gives a bunch of luck with small drawback, also good to take. But in our case, yeah, we don't care too much about keeping our luck super high. Oh my god, look at the chain explosion, it's so insane. Yeah, this character is pretty fun. This is pretty much just like Rip and Tear though. So I would say his passive is not very good. Well, it's good, but it's very replaceable. Like you can actually just get Rip and Tear and do the exact same thing we're doing here. It's almost identical. Yeah, like Rip and Tear, you just hit an enemy and it can chain explode. Alright, perfect. Armor and dodge. Yeah, that's good. Some range is okay. Recycle that. More armor. We'll take the armor. And more max HP is okay. Let's get all of these. I don't want the sad tomato. More max HP, but we lose damage percent. I guess it's 1 damage percent. It's probably worth it. And armor and engineering. We have so much armor, but I will still take this. Max HP melee damage is good. This dodge could be worth it, considering how much armor we have, but I am going to skip it for now. Another broken mouth. Oh, a rock upgrade finally. Rock upgrade again. Bone dice is going to be nice. Melee damage and some lifesteal in exchange for harvesting. I think the bat is worth it. It's one of the better lifesteal items. Like, it's not good in my opinion, but it's one of the better ones when it comes to just getting a little bit of lifesteal. It's relatively cheap. You only lose harvesting for it. I think it's completely fine. Especially if you're not even going for harvesting anyways. Like, losing 2 harvesting is not a big deal. Be careful. We're not triggering the explosion on all the enemies anymore, right? So you can see it's only working on the smaller ones. So we do have to be a little careful. We also still don't have very much move speed. That is the one weakness to this build. You definitely have very low move speed when you do this, and use this weapon specifically. Really want to get this loot crate here. It's kind of a big deal. Nice, we did get it, okay. And then break the trees for even more loot crates, maybe? No, not quite. Unlucky. Alright, we'll take it, we'll take it. Almost 500. There you go, that is the speed we needed. That's exactly what we wanted. I will take this luck since it's just offering it to us right here. A cursed rock, okay. That's good, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. We'll upgrade this and keep going. Melee damage, crit chance. Yeah, we're going to want this. We're also going to want the Frozen Heart because it gives 5% crit. And it just gives more base damage. It's really not bad. We're going to take a Celery Tea as well. And we are actually going into a Horde Wave. Okay, I didn't notice until just now. We should be completely fine. I don't think this will be an issue at all. We even just took some lifesteal. So we do have a bit of healing compared to last round. Last round we had actually just 0 healing, right? So now we have at least a little bit. We do have a ton of armor. So not really that scary, I think. I'm pretty sure Horde Waves are just not difficult for the Ogre, considering we have our Chain Explosion. Yeah, like look how easy it is to make everything just die all at once. You hit one small enemy and it just chains off into and hits all the other enemies as well. Yeah, we're kind of clearing half the field every time we get the Chain Explosion off. Yeah, look at that. It's insanely strong. Okay, yeah. Horde Wave is super easy. I do think a boss would be just as easy, but it definitely depends which boss we get, or which elite. Some of the elites would be way more annoying to play against than others, because they all spawn with different enemies as well, so it has a pretty big impact. Alright, nice. We didn't get that loot crate at the end, but that's okay. More melee damage is good, more crit chance is good. I will take this. Elemental damage gives us more scaling on our weapon, so it just gives us a little bit more damage. Melee and crit. Luck and dodge. We do lose lifesteal, which is unfortunate, but I think we're going to take it. Also going to take both of these and do one more reroll here, and keep going. If you can use all of your money, this is like, I don't want to give you a rule that, or like advice that can be incorrect sometimes, but obviously everything has exceptions. However, on a lot of characters, and especially, or definitely on the Ogre, there's nothing that changes this, what I'm about to say, on the Ogre. But a lot of characters, you really just want to spend all your money before you go into the next wave. Because if you go in with 0, that means you spent all your money, you did as many rerolls as you could. That means you basically maxed out your ability to reroll. So then when you go into the next shop, your reroll cost resets. So it's like you're saving money by spending more money immediately. It's not actually that good to keep money and like hoard it in this game. You really do just want to like max out your spending in like every single shop, more or less. And again, yeah, there are exceptions, but just for your like typical character, that's how it kind of goes, or that's kind of what you want. Okay, pretty nice. More crit chance. I guess we'll take it, sure. I'll take some lifesteal, just a bit of healing. More damage percent is good. A rock is good. I will take the clover and the bat, because we get a free reroll off of this if we do it. Triangle of Power could be okay, but I'm not going to take it here. I think it's not impossible for us to take damage, right? More luck, and yeah, I'll take it. I think the clover is always kind of nice, because it does give some dodge as well. You lose lifesteal in exchange, which is a little sad, because, well, lifesteal is such a good stat at keeping you alive. But I do think the luck, again, can pay for itself. Luck is one of those stats where it's like, again, unless it kind of comes to you in the form of a really good item, you don't necessarily want to lose it. Like, I'm more willing to lose lifesteal than lose damage on this character. That's why I kind of didn't take some of the other lifesteal items that would have reduced our damage. Or sorry, some of the other luck items which would have reduced our damage, I skipped. Because we want to keep our damage as high as possible to make it really easy to trigger explosions. We're just a really tanky guy that hits really hard. That's our thing, right? So reducing our damage is not great. What is our explosion damage at? Looks like 140. Yeah, about 140, right? Yeah, 140. Yeah, okay. That's not too bad, right? It's pretty decent. Got the tree, but no loot crate. Unlucky. No attack speed, thank you very much. I don't want this either. I'm just going to take the crit chance. Take both of these. Oh, whoops. I need to go ahead and combine this. Another rock. Nice. We could also take this because it got cursed. Interesting idea. I think I'm just going to take the small fish. I don't want the little frog here. Even when it's cursed, it doesn't look amazing. Oh, the captain's sword. This would be really interesting, but we're not going to do that. I still think that we want to keep our rock. The captain's sword could be interesting because obviously it hits very hard for, well, a single weapon. But we would have to get rid of all of our other weapons to make it hit hard enough. And we have abysmal attack speed. So having 6 weapons is pretty important, and the rocks just make us way tankier. so I don't think we want to get rid of them. It's way too much max health and also a bunch of armor. Also, we're kind of just bonking enemies without the explosion. We're not even getting the explosions. We're just one-shotting everything anyways. Typical. Typical character that starts with plus 10 melee damage. It doesn't seem like a big deal, right? When you start with something like just some bonus stat, some random bonus stat like 10 melee damage, like us. But it's a big deal, especially in a 20 wave run. It is a huge deal. Obviously, if you want to go endless, it's not amazing. Like, this character would not be very good in endless, in my opinion. Again, if you wanted this effect, you could just buy Rip and Tear, the item, and it would do the exact same thing as our passive. But the plus 10 melee damage, oh, that's huge. The plus 10 melee damage is a really big deal in a 20 wave run. I think dodge, lifesteal. This is actually difficult. I'm going to take lifesteal, it's just more consistent. We will actually upgrade this Cursed Rock to tier 4. 271 damage per hit. Yep, that's pretty good. No attack speed. The mouse is good. It's not too late. We can definitely take it. Rock is good. Power generator, not incredible. Probably don't want that. Rock is good. And keep going. Yeah, pretty simple, I guess. This Ogre character, definitely... I don't know if he has potential. Like, could I make an interesting video on this guy? I'm not really sure. Just like the Buccaneer, I'm not sure I can find or think of anything super interesting to do on the Buccaneer. Maybe though, like, but it's kind of like some of these characters kind of just have very generic abilities which can be replaced by stats. So like in our case, our character has an explosion which has the same effect as an item in the game. So you could just get a bunch of money and buy that item, right? You'd have the same exact effect. So like playing the Ogre is not necessarily special. So it's hard to make him like make some sort of like really interesting concept or challenge for him, I feel like. But like if this, for example, I'm going to do a video on the Speedy. Or, well, I'm going to do a lot of different videos. But like, for example, Speedy, only speed, right? That's a fun concept. Because only the Speedy can really max out speed with his massive speed modifier. Yes, you could just make a bunch of money and then keep taking speed, but it's very different. Scared Sausage, I mean, it's not bad, but it's like questionable. I think the money is worth more. We'll take some more damage percents. We need that. Thank you. Get both of these. Upgrade some rocks. Buy this one and keep going. A mirror into a pearl. I think it's worth it. Let's go ahead and do it. Armor and dodge. No, we don't need more defensive stats. More melee damage is okay. There was a rock. I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't jump on me. Another mouse is good. Black belt, melee damage, XP gain. It's a little bit late, but I think I will take it. And we don't want to lose elemental damage. That does give us a tiny bit of damage scaling on our weapon. So yeah, we're pretty close to getting our crit chance maxed, and then we just want to get more damage percent as much as possible. That is it. So once we get the crit capped, we get as much damage percent as we like possibly can, and we are done. That's going to be the run. And yeah, again, the rock, such an underrated weapon in my opinion. We just have 81 max HP. And like, yes, we did take some, but we're getting 21 from our weapons, and we're getting 21 from level ups. So it's like, a lot of that is just naturally from the weapon. Makes your early game really safe, and then when you level up, you get more HP. So you end up just having ridiculous max HP, with like while barely taking any of the actual max HP stat. So it is just very strong in my opinion. Easy 20 wave run. Also, we only have one character left, guys. I forgot his name. It was like the Romantic or something about, was it romance? I forgot. But we have one character left in the Abyssal Terrors to show off. We're gonna skip that. More melee damage. Yeah, we're gonna take the melee damage. It's way higher of a stat here. We do not need these defensive stats. I think we're gonna skip both. That is nice. Even more melee damage. We do lose damage percent. But I mean, it's still just a damage boost, right? We're going to take it for sure. We'll take a fish hook. It's a little late, but it has potential to do something. Like here, for example, I could curse any of these things and we'd be very happy. Are we against an elite yet? No, we're not. It's okay, we have an elite next wave. I was like, we haven't faced an elite at all. We're just killing horde waves. I kind of want to kill an elite. I do think we're genuinely pretty strong against elites. Like I said, though, some of them we'd probably have to run away from. So it is in our best interest to just fight horde waves. It's a lot safer for us. And yeah, the lifesteal is clearly doing its job. Also, we have, you know, insane amounts of armor and dodge, so it's very difficult for us to drop low on HP. I can probably just stand here this entire wave. Is it a good idea? Not really, because we kind of want to move around and pick things up. So, get all this money. Considering we have 3 items locked. Very good idea to just pick things up. But I can kind of just run wherever I want. Without being too scared of dying. I see a tree up here. Trees are number 1 priority. Give me the loot crates, please. Okay, not too bad. We got 1 loot crate. We'll take it. Nice, more damage. More crit. Huge, huge, huge. We did manage to curse a rock, and there you go. We have 100% crit gens now, so we are going to crit every single hit. We just want to get more and more damage percent. That is it. More damage percent, and we're good. Oh, rock. Go and combine this. Look at that. Another cursed one. Rock. Another cursed rock. Okay. We're just getting infinite rocks at this point. Another rock. Okay. All the rocks are showing up. This is pretty late, but it is melee damage, so I think I will probably just take it anyways. Yeah, we definitely want a ton more damage percent, and that's kind of it. Like, we don't actually want much of other stats anymore. Okay, our damage is a little bit abysmal when it comes to just hitting an enemy directly. Just be careful with these projectiles he's shooting out. They're actually a little dangerous. We have plenty of time to get out the way though. Not very difficult to dodge, right? You just stay at the max distance which you can stay at, and then just do your best to dodge. Yeah. I feel like you have like... well, yeah, you just have a lot of time to dodge against an enemy like that who shoots really slow projectiles. And they're all like in a clump, so all you have to do is like, you know, move slightly out of the way and you're safe all of a sudden. Oh, whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, wait, I gotta be careful here. I was not dodging at all, that's why I took so much damage. I just started dodging and we were good. Okay, more melee damage is great. Move speed is great. Now we're actually in the positive for once. Like the first time this entire run, almost. A scythe. Oh. Oh my god, it's been so long since we got a legendary weapon. Guys, I think we're gonna take the scythe. It's been so long, no? We can even put it in the thumbnail. Oh my god, I really want it. I think we're gonna go for it. It might get us killed, but I mean, if it does, it does. It's fine. Okay, so... Oh, Sunken Bell? Okay, if we can curse the scythe, I'll be really happy. Curse scythe? Oh my god. I don't think I've ever had a curse scythe in a YouTube video. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think I have. Well, that would be sick. Okay, I hope we do get the curse scythe then. That'd be amazing. You guys can see how much damage it does. It is really strong. It's definitely not amazing for endless, but like in a 20 wave run, you're very happy to see a scythe. Yeah, 20 wave runs though, you always end up struggling just because, well, you need tardigrades in endless runs. And that means you're not allowed to take anything that deals damage to you passively, like every second or something, because then it'll break your tardigrade, so you end up losing those like invulnerability stacks, which is really bad for endless. 20 wave run, we can do whatever we want though, very happy. Also, no loot crates, come on now, where are the loot crates at? I feel like I haven't paid attention except for the one single wave where, was it last wave? Where we got a little close to dying. Not really even that close either. 20 luck is also 2% damage, but we'd rather just get actual damage or dodge, sure. Yeah, damage, nice. Okay, we did not curse the scythe, guys. Unfortunate. We're still going to take it, of course. Very happy to take that. Terrified Onion. Anything else we can take here? Handcuffs is a lot of damage. I think that's worth it. More damage percent, and that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Look at this lovely scythe we have here. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Let's see what we're up against. Where are you? Bottom right. Always start with the whale, in my opinion. Or the eel. The eel first is easier to kill. I think so, at least. And he's dead. We were hitting for... Was that 1600? Oh, I think I almost saw 2000 damage in there. And that's the ogre. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, maybe leave a like and subscribe. We did unlock the mace here, and next time we will be doing the final character, the romantic. So yeah, maybe leave any comments if you want as well. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.